Hey, what's going on? It's Unapologetic Gamer, and I'm back with another video. This time I want to talk about the 2022 Philadelphia Eagles and their off season, and Howie Roseman. Let's get right into it though. Howie Roseman had, I believe, his best off season to date. Does that equate to a playoff appearance? Does that equate to winning the NFC or winning the Super Bowl? Who knows? Because there's a lot of other things factor into it. The number one thing is, number one in 1A is Jalen Hurts' progression and injuries. You can never predict injuries, and no one knows the progression Jalen Hurts has made until he gets on the field and shows it. And that's just what it is. But we're going to start on the defensive side of the ball with Haason Reddick. Haason Reddick was the big fish that the Eagles got for the defense this offseason, man. That's one thing we sorely lacked because Gannon's play style, Gannon's coaching style last year, because we didn't have any dynamic pass rushers. When I say dynamic pass rushers, we had a lot of pass rushers, defensive ends, maybe, Fletcher Cox, Hargrave at the inside tackles. But we haven't had any edge rushers, elite edge rushers, that can get after the quarterback from multiple positions on the field. Whether he's lined up on the edge, he played that joker position like Javon Kearse used to do when he was with the Eagles, where he gets in the middle and stands up, and rushes as if he's a linebacker. We haven't had a guy like that. You know what I mean? On two different teams, he's produced. And he also coming home, former Temple Owl. So he's coming home, man. He's coming back to the city, man. It's good to see, man. Another addition, Kaiser White. And what I love about Kaiser White is, which you need, he's the glue guy, man. He's a guy that's always, most of the time, going to be in the right position. He's not flashy. He's not elite. He's not bad. He's good. He's solid, man. And then you need those guys, man. You need those solid guys to fill in the gap. You can't have a drop-off in talent like that, where you have the best good guys and then you have the worst guys, and there's nobody in the middle to glue the whole thing together. And Kaiser White is one of those guys, man. He's one of those guys. Good tackler. He had 144 tackles last season. 7 tackles for a loss, 2 interceptions. So he can also play a little bit in coverage, which is a great thing, a very great thing. So our linebacking core instantly is improved, because now you can attack the offense in multiple ways. One thing, the Eagles' defense was way too predictable last year, as well as the offense. And that's by default because of the talent that they had. They didn't have enough variety. If I want to say, they didn't have enough variety on offense and defense to disguise different packages, to be creative, to have variety. But this year, I think they have that on both sides of the ball. And then we go to the Jordan Davis, big man Jordan Davis, man. Picked him up in the draft. You can make a case to say he's the best player in the draft. And the reason why I say that is, of course he's going to have to study and get better with play recognition, just like any other rookie. But strength and size out the gate, you can't teach that. That's something the offensive is going to have to respect when he lines up in front of them, man. You're going to have to put 2 to 3 guys on him. That's just what it is, man. That's just what it is. And so you can't teach that. There's no key. He doesn't have to go to training camp to learn how to be big. He's big. You know what I mean? So with those three guys that I named right there already, it makes the defense tougher. It makes the defense more versatile because now we have a legit nose tackle. So if we wanted to play a 3-4, we could play a 3-4. We could play hybrid, you know what I mean? Hybrid defenses. So and then you add Nakobe Dean, another rookie, who is a head scratcher, not because of his talent or because of his ability, but because I don't understand why he dropped the way he did due to rumors of injuries when these coaches and teams have access to these guys to work them out and to make sure everything's good. And a rumor was going around that he was injured and he dropped all the way to the third round. And the Eagles got him. I'm not mad at it, man, because we got a legit top 15 talent. You know what I mean? That linebacker is something we need. Sideline to sideline linebacker. Quick linebacker. Aggressive tackler. He's not the biggest guy, but he's one of them guys that's going to always be there. Especially, I could see him shooting the gap on a third down to tackle the running back in the backfield or getting the pass breakup on a key third down to seal the game, or picking it off in the end zone to bring a game to seal the game. Like, that's the type of player he is, man. He's always going to be there, and his motor is legit. So, and then you bring in James Bradbury. You understand what I'm saying? James Bradbury, elite talent, man. And when I say that, people, he plays physical. Him and D. Slay, number 1 and 2 in pass breakups. That means you're not really getting burnt. Even if a guy catch it, you're there. You understand what I'm saying? You're there. Now we have bookends on each side. You understand what I'm saying? We got and they big receiver, big corners with some height and length to them. You know, that's just gonna make our defense a lot better. At safety, we just signed Tart, the former 49er, who got cut because he dropped the key interception in a big game, playoff game. And like I said, I don't agree with them cutting him for that, but that's what happens, man. Teams overreact. I think he's a good talent, man. He's a veteran. He'll come in and start at safety. So the defense is set, man. Barring injury, the defense is set. Then on the offensive side, we bring in Zach Pascal, who's a good receiver. He's not great. He's one of them guys like a Greg Ward type receiver, somebody that if you need him to come in a few plays because of injury, he can make a play. He's comfortable with Nick Sirianni in the offense, former player that he coached in Indianapolis. So you need guys like that, you know, that's just going to buy in to the system, man. You need that. And the big fish we reeled in, man, A.J. Brown, man, on draft night. And that was a shocker to everybody. I know Christian Kirk, when he signed with, I believe, Jacksonville Jaguars, they resigned him to a ridiculous amount of money, and that raised the average for wide receivers to get paid, man. So when he got paid, you had Pro Bowl wide receivers looking like rubbing their hands together like Birdman, you know what I mean? Like, and Tyreek Hill was one of them. Devontae Adams was one of them. A.J. Brown was one of them. Deebo Samuel was another one. Like, and the Titans couldn't pay A.J. Brown. They was paying Tannehill and the Derrick Henry. The Eagles was able to swoop in, trade that pick. They picked the wide receiver in the draft They picked the wide receiver that I wanted the Eagles to pick, but if I can choose between that rookie and A.J. Brown, I'm going to pick A.J. Brown all day. And that just solidifies the offseason and how we made, man. So now the coaches, offensive, defensive, and the quarterback, Jalen Hurts, really have no excuse because of the weapons on offense and defense at their disposal. So I'm really, really, by the offseason, I'm really, really looking forward to this training camp. I can't wait to hear the battles of D. Smith and A.J. Brown versus Bradbury and D. Slay with Jalen Hurts, with Quez Watkins as well, and the offensive line, defensive line play. Lane Johnson against Reddick and Josh Sweat, Milton Williams. You know, all the talent that we have on the field. And with that being said, that's going to be the end of this video. Those are my thoughts on the off-season, free agency period, and the draft. In the next video, I'm gonna dive into Jalen Hurts. What I think. I'm gonna talk about the news coming out this offseason about him. And also what I think he needs to improve on or get better at to be successful in this offense and in this system. Will he be able to do that? We'll see. We shall see. But that's the end of this video. Until next time, stay blessed.